This is Henry from 9-Hole Reviews on Midway USA. And today we're going to talk about bolt cycling techniques for the classic Remington 700 that could make your operation of this firearm much smoother. Alright, so I wanted to talk about the Remington 700 family of rifles and the bolt throw, because a lot of people out there have trouble with the throw of the bolt. And now what I'm talking about is, of course, the operation of the bolt. What you saw me just do right here is smoothly operate the bolt. And I didn't rush through anything. I smoothly operated the bolt with my fingertips. You want to make sure that the pressure is applied to the correct location. The Remington 700 receiver design requires the bolt to ride along the raceway correctly. So after you open the bolt and you retract the bolt handle backwards to eject the casing, usually the issue comes when you are loading the new round. And in order to get a smooth throw forward, you want to make sure that you have the pressure pushed inwards towards you, if you're a right-handed shooter, and then push forward. That works very well, especially if you have a low spring pressure magazine, to push inwards slightly with about 30% of your pressure, and the rest is pushing forward. And that smoothly operates the bolt going forward. Partially this is a broken-in Remington 700, but even on a non-broken-in 700, that helps with the operations. Now, if you are, say, working with a magazine that is a full magazine with a lot more spring tension, let's say 10 rounders, if you use an AICS detachable type system, one method you could employ is the thumb over firing pin method. What that looks like is, as you cycle the rifle back, eject the spent casing, you push forward with your thumb, directing linear force forward through the back of the bolt and pushing the cartridge from the magazine into the chamber. And that helps relieve some of the pressures that are placed upon the bolt so you have a smoother ride. Now what you want to avoid as you're cycling the bolt is pushing outward and forward, because even on my broken-in Remington 700, you could see that is binding enough to where it is pushing my entire rifle forward instead of letting the bolts go home. And so one of the things that people do, and I found less efficient instead of using this technique of applying correct pressure onto the bolt, is some people tend to grab the knob like a ball or like a shifting gear knob, and they would just try to ram it as hard as they can forward. While it is a technique, it is not a technique with a lot of finesse that works with a mechanism of the rifle in order to achieve a more efficient operation of the rifle itself. And so those two techniques may help you in the long run as you're working with a long action or short action, but the classic Remington 700 type actions in the field.